Well, the ag market has gone a full month without USDA harvest data. And with combines nearing the finish line in many areas, farmers now adjusting to a post-harvest outlook. David Klein with the American Society of Farm Managers and Rural Appraisers joins us now for the latest from his region. David, always a pleasure. Great to see you. So what are we seeing out there as we look into this post-harvest farmland market there in Illinois?
Yeah, well, let's start with yield. Since we don't have a lot of yield data from USDA on the farms I manage so far, I don't have all the reports in yet, and I think corn's going to get a little bit better than what I got right now. But my farms are averaging about 240 on corn and 75 a bushel on soybeans. Last year, that average of those same fields was 245 and 75 as well. So I think we'll probably be pretty similar to what we were a year ago on total production in the central part of Illinois, at least. And so that's kind of a start there. As we go headlong into this auction season now, there's 107 auctions coming up between now and the end of the year, and we're adding more every day in Illinois. Jim Rothermich reports about 22,000 acres in November is supposed to be auctioned off. I saw in his report yesterday that he sends out to people on his email list. So Iowa's going to be testing the market as well. We're seeing high quality land still selling very well in Illinois. As we compare the first half of 2025 to, I'll say, the second half, which really kind of starts in August, the market's down about 2%, roughly 117 a PI point in the second part of this year so far. But there's areas where we're starting to see a little bit of a burdensome supply. Some areas maybe down as much as 10%. Those areas are like Edgar County and Coles County and that territory. So there's some opportunities for investors there to step in and pick up some really good land and be able to participate in that area. There was an auction in Sangamon County this week. The high bid only got to 16.2 an acre, and that's land that was probably selling between 17 and 20,000 an acre at the peak. So we're seeing a little step back in some spots, and so it kind of varies also by quality of soil. So as we get into kind of the second and third tier of soil productivity indexes, those levels were kind of peaking out and touching the very highest numbers, the highest quality land there for a while. Those are now kind of stepping back down and providing a little more distance between the very best and that. So just know that there's some opportunities out there in Illinois.
Absolutely. You mentioned all of those auctions, sale methods right now. Mostly auctions is what we're seeing?
Yeah, we're still seeing a fair amount of auctions, but I think we can't throw every farm on the auction block right now. And what we're also seeing is, as far as sellers, even commitment to decide what to do has been delayed. I think they've been trying to give their farmers who farm the land a little bit more time to make a decision. But lease termination date was October 31st, and now some of those decisions have been made. The farmers have said no, maybe, and so we're taking it to public sale. Some of those may come just as a listing now or a sealed bid auction instead of a public auction where it's just open outcry. And that could be for good reason. Maybe they've got a price level that they want to make sure they hit. And the open outcry auction process may be a little more risky. So I think that's the important thing is to get in touch with an experienced real estate broker in the area or auctioneer in the area and make sure you're getting help and wise advice with somebody that has variable options. So if not just an auctioneer, but maybe can do a listing or a sealed bid sale, that's where you really want to make sure you're making a wise move. Don't worry about maybe how much it costs you to have it done, as much as getting the wise advice to get it sold for the highest price, if you're going down that route. Now, one more thing, what we're seeing with the rise in grain prices, our rents are stabilizing. I think last time we talked, we worried about maybe not whether or not rents were going to be reduced. I think we're getting our leases just staying where they're at from a year ago. So from that standpoint, other than maybe some of the very highest levels, those may be stepping back just a little bit. But in general, most of the farms are getting leased back at the same rates as they were in 2025.
Wow. Okay. Great information, David. Thank you. I think we covered it all. Appreciate you always for being here. David Klein with the American Society of Farm Managers and Rural Appraisers.